Salad, Reality Hour, Real People, Real Life Situation. Welcome to the show.
Hola.
Yes. And Kenya got that letter for us. We're going to give you our take, and we want to read your comments too. What's going on?
All right. Dear Sam, my husband and I have been married 15 years, together 20. I suspected he was having an affair shortly after getting married. I confronted him and he denied it, of course, but I knew something was going on. However, we worked it out and stayed together, and his behavior no longer indicated he was sleeping around. A woman contacted me on Facebook saying she has a 14-year-old daughter by my husband,
Oh, damn.
whom he is not caring for.
Mm.
I asked her why she waited so long to contact me.
Mm.
She says he paid her money every so often to keep her quiet. I asked if a DNA test was performed, and she said no because her boyfriend signed the birth certificate.
Ooh.
I confronted my husband. He admitted to the affair and said she told him about the pregnancy when she was nearly due. They had ended the affair months earlier and hadn't talked anymore. He says she refused a paternity test back then and told him that her boyfriend was the father and that the boyfriend had signed the birth certificate and paid her child support. He says that when the child turned 3, the mother contacted him again and told him she then believed that he was the father, and she insisted he come see the child. He refused. She threatened to tell me, so he went to see the child and agreed to pay her child support without the court's involvement. We separated after the child's mother contacted me for the first time since she had been sending me messages on Facebook to which I don't respond, saying things like he needs to man up. He slept with her for months behind my back, and she's getting a lawyer to sue him for support. It's been 6 months, and now he wants us to reconcile. Is it a mistake to reconcile? What legally should be done about this child? I always try to do the right thing, but I just don't know what that is, especially dealing with this situation. Do you have any advice?
Damn.
Right. That's rough.
Yeah, it is rough. Do she didn't say nothing about they have kids, nothing, right?
She didn't mention their children at all. But there's no DNA test still. That's
Yeah.
still standing out in my mind.
So I'm not an attorney. This is just from hearing what we used to hear and talking to some attorneys when it comes to child support. If old boy signed those papers, he's the one who's liable and responsible when it comes to the finance.
Exactly how that goes.
That's the money part, okay? Now on the moral part of him being a father, he can get the DNA test to find out if he's a child's father. That's the moral thing to do.
Yeah.
Right? To find out so this child can know who his daddy is. And then he can know if that's his son. So you won't have a son out here, or a child out here wondering, like, I wonder is that mine? Hell, you're already paying any damn way.
Right.
So you might as well get a DNA test. And why wouldn't you get a DNA test? Why wouldn't you just, if he's been keeping this a secret that long, he could have went to Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid is going out of business on 55th. Well, out there at Maple. But he could have went and got.
But the man who signed it, I'm still on
He's
him.
a goofy.
The boyfriend.
The boyfriend is a goofy.
You got him to sign the birth certificate, and he wasn't the father. So did you tell him later on that he wasn't the father?
Right.
He must have ran out of money. The boyfriend ran out of money,
Yeah.
so now
She's
to go back
knocking on
to
the door.
plan two.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm just like, huh?
So yeah, why would you pay? Why would he? That's the goofy part about
And
it.
why the fact that he's actually paying without a DNA test? I've
That's
actually never heard of
goofy.
anybody doing that.
Yeah, that's
Right.
Most people are not just gonna out of nowhere
because
just
he
start
didn't
giving
want her
you
to say
money.
nothing to his
Exactly.
wife.
It was the blackmail.
Ain't no way.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. I like, do what you got to do.
Do what I need to
Do
verify.
what you gotta
wanna
do.
verify
I don't
that's
give
your
a damn.
child.
Yeah.
And you have the right. And you have the right to.
You have to. So that's a goofy right there. So this is why she left too. Not only because he, she found out it was going on. He admitted it, but because you're a goofy, you paying money for somebody
And you don't
you don't
know.
even know it's your child.
He was scared. He was scared
Ain't no.
to
I
ruin
don't give a
his
damn how scared
relationship.
you are. I don't care how scared you are.
I think, like you said, that happens a lot. People just trying to protect.
Goofy.
Protect
Protect
home.
when, yeah.
He protecting home, but no, and we going down here to CVS, Mr. Walgreens.
Listen,
Right now.
Yeah.
Open up that child. That child 14. Boy, if you don't open up your mouth, son, open your mouth for
But what it's given is that she's lying. That's
yeah,
what it's
she
giving.
is. Sound like she's lying
It's
to me.
giving that if you don't even want to know for yourself who the
Yeah.
father is, it's giving that you're just taking advantage of this guy and his situation.
Now, reconciling, that's up to you. That's up to you to decide. I'm not going to tell you to get back or not to get back. But you have to see, you have to make the decision yourself. But if you were to get back, even if you don't, he needs to find out is he the father.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean,
Okay.
that's the first point of business to me is to find out if this is even a thing.
Who? Maury not around no more.
Right.
Yeah,
But
I
Okay.
think he's gone
even
now.
if it is his child, I mean, things can, I mean, you guys reconciled before. I mean, you already knew that this
Yeah,
affair had
it's,
happened.
it's not like you didn't know he wasn't hitting it.
Right.
You left because old girl told you and came out and said there's a child, and then you felt like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Comment section, what we got?
All right. Janae said, it's up to you ultimately, but to be clear, number one, he cheated on you in the beginning of your marriage, if not longer. Number two, he sat in your face and lied to you about it for 15 years.
Damn,
Number
old grown
three,
person.
he chose to be a possible deadbeat dad rather than you find out the truth. That's the man you're currently married to. It's ultimately up to you if y'all can work this out, but nobody could fault you for walking away from this.
No.
I will say though, if you do decide to stay, y'all are going to need a lot of counseling.
Listen.
A whole lot.
Yeah.
Because that child at 15 years old is not going to treat you right. I'm talking about the mama.
Yeah.
And the father don't have, well, possibility. And the father doesn't really have the relationship. So whatever the mother has told this child
Right.
about him is going to, so you're going to have
Yeah.
to deal with all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you willing to deal with this child getting to know the father and he's not thinking about you because he's going to be loyal to his moms and whatever moms is saying?
Yeah.
I don't care how corrupt it is, like how
Yeah.
messed up it is. She has told this boy she a mess herself. The mom's a mess
A
Yeah.
mess.
because she was juggling, playing with money and playing with, and denying the child. So you getting back with him, you gonna have to deal with all three of that. You got to deal with that whole bucket of stuff.
It's a lot. It's a lot that you're going to have to deal with, but that is up to you. That's up to you and your
And that's the
situation.
mess you got yourself into as well.
Woo!
Well, yeah.
Choices
Yeah.
have consequences.
Get that DNA test though.
Definitely.
Nobody